Welcome to the first edition of the Metroscope. I'm Chris Griffin. This series will look to explore the OKC Metro. But first, we have a story about the Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity. The Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity is extending a helping hand to the Metro. CEO Ann Felton works daily to make sure Oklahomans have a hand up.
We build homes for limited income families, and we built about 750 houses to date. We build in all 4 quarters of the city. Our first house that we built for a victim of the tornado was in Bethel Acres, and that was for a couple that just absolutely lost everything. And it was a wonderful opportunity for us to go and work with that family.
Felton says the 1999 tornadoes are a constant reminder of why Oklahomans should take precaution.
I think it's very important for people to just realize this is where we live and this is what we have to contend with. So to plan ahead, and people that have the storm shelters now are really putting a great deal of effort into keeping them stocked. So if they have to go down there, they've got some water, they've got the things that they need down there, and a radio that they can listen to as well.
The more tornadoes left myriad families without a home and a sense of mind. Habitat for Humanity is working to give that back.
It's not easy to get into our program, but once families do get into the program, we do everything we can to provide them with what they need to enjoy the success in going through the program.
Oklahoma weather is unpredictable, but one company is taking a step forward to make Oklahomans feel safer.
You know, historically, Oklahoma has been one of the most heavily hit states with tornado damage, and so it's just very important that everybody protects themselves.
Vice President of Storm Safe Shelters, Barry Stevenson, keeps a variety of cellars in stock.
The type of models that we have that are the most preferred are the in-garage, or the underground kind that, you know, most people feel more comfortable in a tornado being under the ground so it would pass over as opposed to being an above-ground safe room.
Stevenson says storm cellar sales have increased since the more tornadoes.
It's been incredibly busy. You know, we're several months out on installs right now. This time last year, you know, we were beginning to slow down into the fall, but now there's no slowing down that we can see. We'll do 6,000 units installed this year. An installer can get there on one of the smaller units and be done in 2 hours. From the first cut to when he's pulling away, we're in and out in 2 hours, to the larger ones that sometimes can take about 3/4 of the day to get in because we have several dumps to take the dirt away to get rid of.
Planning ahead is always great to do for trips, but also for emergencies.
I think if you have a shelter, I think you ought to have a ready bag nearby. That one, stuff already in the shelter, like maybe your most important papers that you can keep down there and store from forever. And 2, have water stored down there and have a ready bag up top, perhaps with toilet paper, a whistle, so in case you ever were covered up, people can hear you down there, and maybe some food stuff. You're not planned to be down there very long, but if for some reason you do get trapped or covered, you're registered with the city so they know you're there. So register with the city so they can find you and they will come looking for you, and have the preparations down there that could sustain you for several hours until rescue comes. My favorite part of the job is dealing with the people and seeing the pleased look on their face when they get a shelter installed. I mean, we have very, very many satisfied customers that are so happy, and even though they may never ever use their shelter, they feel the security and safety by just having one nearby. And so that's we're doing something good. So that feels good to know that we're delivering that kind of security.
For more information on how to volunteer or refer about a cellar, visit the respective websites.